Hello. So we're going to talk about the COVID-19 paper-based information system, specifically how to print and how to edit these documents for your own use. So to quickly just go into a quick introduction, the COVID-19 paper-based information system is 3 forms that can be used by any nation to basically record COVID vaccinations. There are 3 forms. There's the Homebase Record. The Homebase Record is this little document here, which is a small A6 pocket-sized record for clients or patients after they've been vaccinated and they want to remember their second vaccination. The second is the registry. The register, sorry. The register is basically this form, which we'll see on the side here in a bit, which is a document for medical staff to record the names and the finer details of someone that has been vaccinated, and if they've had their second vaccination, to call them if need be. And the third is a tally and reporting sheet, which is a more quantitative approach to telling the numbers of actual people that have been vaccinated and also dose usage. So to dive straight in, we'll go into the first form. So just to quickly explain the notion, this is the presentation to understand the research and the understanding of why this has been created. But to go into the first form here, we'll talk about the Homebase Record. It has 2 options as does the other 2 forms. And this is if you want to just download the form and send to a printer and print however many copies. Now, I'll just quickly show you what this file is here. This is an A4 page with intended to be printed double-sided of 4 per page booklets. So this is the front side and this is the back side of the booklet. Now, all of these marks, you don't need to know why they're here, but printers understand exactly what they are supposed to do. This is a fold, this is a cut. These are used for if the inks are basically printing at the right levels. Now, to go back into the next stage, which is if you wanted to take this file and actually make it your own by editing it, there's a little bit more detail that is required. Now, within this, you basically need to use Figma, which is a free-to-use design program. All you need to do is log in to use this file. So this is the public file, and if you were to go to this link and then click on duplicate, this will create a copy for you specifically, so your own copy, which you can do what you want with. Now, as we open this, which I think I prepared it here earlier, you can see that this file has all 3 forms in it on the side here under pages. Now, you don't need to necessarily get overwhelmed by how the application works, but if you want to find the Homebase Record, the registry, and the tally, they are here. Now, to actually edit, we'll go into first what you need to do. So once you've duplicated it and you've logged into Figma, there may be a need for you to download a specific font which is used within this entire document, which is called Poppins. So we'll just quickly go through the details you need for making sure that you have that font. So first you need to duplicate the file. 1 second. Second, you need to get the file Poppins. So there's a link here or at the bottom of the Notion document you can find. You need to basically download that zipped file, highlight all, double click to open, and then install font. And I believe you're good to go. If not, there may be a need for another piece of software from Figma, which will suggest a downloader or an installer. But if there's any issues, you can also contact us. Now, this is what you'll see here that you'll need to download or install Poppins. So this was what you'll see in the beginning, and this is an example of what's missing. So first thing you need is the font. After that, it's fairly straightforward. Basically in step 2, if you say you wanted to edit the text, these are the 2 files which you should edit for the booklet. Bear with me, the software is not enjoying this. Right, so we have the front and the back, and these are repeated over here. So you do not edit this file, you edit this or this file if you want to change something. And I'll give you an example now. So as we go in, we would maybe want to double click, triple click, something is not as intended. So you need to either select the artboard or any object, and it's basically clicking down. So right now I want to click that. If I click once, it's click the artboard. If I double click, I've got the object inside of it, and if I triple click, or third time double clicking, I can edit this text. So say I wanted to change this page number. It will update this file for us, and you can see that that shows up here. These are components, and these are for instance of that component. So, okay, so we take these, we select both, which I'm holding shift to select both, and then I go export to layers. It will export that, save this, yep, and it's going to save that to my downloads folder. So it's come down here into downloads, and I'm just going to drag that to the desktop to basically go into details. So that has created 2 PDFs. If I double click inside of this folder, and now I have these 2 files to play with. So these are not print ready because they need the printer's lines, and also Figma basically creates something called CYMK RGB files. So we need it to be CYMK when printing. So this is why we're going about it this way. So we have these 2 files, and now if we go to InDesign, which we'll go into Notion to show you the second part of this, we have the second part here, which is InDesign files. So if we click that link, we'll open up a Dropbox, and within that Dropbox, we'll have a bunch of files. Now what you need to do is you need to download all of these files and basically double click the INDD or this, which is it's a file that works on all InDesign files. So you will need InDesign to use these files. So I have this already on my desktop, but we also need the links. This is where we're going to put these PDFs. So I've already got this. So I'm just going to go into InDesign, which I've already got open, to show you the next part of it. So in InDesign, I have all of the files open for all of it. We have the first one, Homebase Record. We have already set up a placed PDF here and the second placed PDF. And in this file, we have created some layers which printers will know, which is like fold lines, which is these 2, and knife lines. So these need to be on separate layers for printers to use. You don't need to basically do anything with this, it's already set up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to basically replace that file. So I'm just going to right click. I think we might do Command D. So Command D is to place. Command D. Let's see if this works. And then I can select those files from the desktop. And I think we have page 1. Which is what we need. So as to open and place and replace, that would update the text, which you just saw some updates there. So from this, we can now go File, Adobe PDF Presets. So we're creating a press ready PDF, which is, this is press quality here. We're going to go press quality, and it should have the settings that I have from before. And I'm just going to put this onto the desktop and go save. And I'm going to go here in this export dialog to marks and bleeds, all printers marks, use document bleed settings, and then go export. Now that should be exported, and I will show you here. So this is what has been exported, which is that press ready PDF, which has 2 files in it that is ready to be used. So that's how you do editing.